Hi there, I have a guest. It's Igor from ALM Works. Igor, what are we going to be talking about?
So I'd like to talk about Structure.Pages. This is our latest add-on at the marketplace. We released it just a couple of months before.
Sounds like JIRA Structure, but it's not JIRA Structure?
Right. So we have Structure. It's our main product. It's a great way to organize issues. And now with Structure Free, you can organize not only issues, but all kinds of items. And Structure.Pages is our first step in that direction. It's actually extension for Structure, an add-on for an add-on, if you will. And what it does, it lets you bring together Confluence pages and JIRA issues in a single structure, in a single hierarchical way.
Okay, so Confluence within JIRA.
Exactly. It's like embedded Confluence. You'll, of course, have to have the Confluence instance, but then you can work with the pages and with issues to get the structure and actually bring together teams that work more in JIRA and teams that work more in Confluence to be on the same page and see the same data.
Awesome, show me.
All right, so I already have some structure here, and I probably, to make it easier, I just start by creating an empty structure.
So this is still the Structure plugin, right?
Right, yeah. We are in JIRA, we are looking at the structure board, and I'm creating, so let's say we want to do requirements for some project, say project X, requirements. So when we start with an empty structure, we probably want to add some new stuff there. So if we're talking about the requirements, we can just start with a new page. And this is the first thing that Structure.Pages does. It lets you create Confluence pages right inside Structure. So say, I'm sorry, my imagination is not very good this morning, so let's say it's requirement 1.
Okay.
And we immediately get
cool.
this page here. And this is a fully operational Confluence page. You can comment on a page, you can edit the page. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
So system requirement, and then,
the
system needs to work. Okay, that's very.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a requirement. Now we can start drilling down and break this down requirement into issues.
Okay.
So we can add, say, a sub-item which will be an issue. Okay, I have project AtlasCamp here. So we may have task 1, we may have task 2.
And that's something that I've always liked a lot about Structure, that you can easily create a lot of JIRA tasks, just as you know that from other task management systems, just like hitting enter, next, and you get the JIRA magic handled by Structure.
Right.
In the end. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Exactly. And we spend a lot of time on polishing the UI, so it's really easy and fast. And this is the main paradigm. Like we have tasks.
Do you know what? I've been sitting with Emil from Refined Wiki, and after a couple of minutes, he had a battery warning.
Okay.
And what does it say? Like 0, 0?
Oh,
okay,
0.
0, 0.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, so we had a small problem with the battery of the computer. So we have a much better setting now. Just saying for the better is that the electricity is nearer. Okay, so you were creating a document and you were kind of drilling down by creating JIRA tasks.
Yeah.
And that's where we were.
So yeah, let's say we have this structure, and this is what we see on the screen is a really simple one, but I'd like to stress that the structure can really hold a lot of items. Our customers are known to have tens of thousands of issues in a single structure, and that could easily be issues and requirements. So now that we got the structure, we can use some of the features that are in Structure platform, like for example the aggregation. So we have I have this column here, sum of the remaining estimate, and let's say I go through the tasks and estimate them, and I get
and
I get the total,
nice total
for the requirement. So this is something that you don't get in Confluence easily.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is automatically calculated, and also as I progress through the work, let's say I did some work on that, and I also should be seeing the progress. Okay, so this is progress, probably not based by, it's based on status. If we see progress based on time tracking, we can see the progress for the requirement itself, and still we can edit it, we can see what it is, and that I believe will bring together as I said, the silo teams that kind of work with the Confluence, work with JIRA.
Yeah, it's awesome. I have a suggestion for you. Like if I'm here, I would want the issue to be linked to this Confluence page,
right? And
the Confluence page, I would want to be linked to the subsequent JIRA issues. That could be something like Structure.Pages 2.0 or something. But this is very, very handy. So I assume that I could open up this page in Confluence and it would look like the same, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If you just open this link and then you tab, that will get you to Confluence. What you said, actually.
What do your customers say?
Yeah. We just released it, so customers are very excited about it.
Okay.
But we're still waiting to get like the real life experience, and we're interested in early adopters, and we are willing.
So if I'm watching this and I want to try this out, I should be contacting you and tell you everything that I experienced.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
How can I reach you?
We can be reached at support@almworks.com, definitely by email. You can tweet to us through Twitter if you just have, like a
Which handle is it? ALM Works?
ALM Works.
Yeah, awesome.
There it is. We have a JIRA, public JIRA instance where you can file any issues you have. Because the structure pages involves many moving parts, so to get it installed right, I wouldn't say it's a challenge, but it requires you reading the actual installation instructions. It's not just download and it works. Yeah, you have to go through a few steps.
Okay.
It's not very complicated, but we have a quick start guide which explains everything.
How do you get there?
So if you open Structure Pages on the Atlassian Marketplace,
there's a link.
All the links.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. What does it cost?
So it's. If you're familiar with Structure price, it's half of the Structure price, so it's a bit extra.
Yeah.
It goes from $300 for a 25 user license to $8,000 for a what's the
unlimited?
Unlimited, right?
Yeah.
10,000 plus.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. And so this is going to be a nasty question. This is JIRA server, right?
Yeah.
So I assume that this deep integration is not possible with JIRA Cloud as of now, correct?
You're correct. Yeah. As of now, it's not possible. We are looking into moving into cloud, but it would be like a totally different project.
Yeah.
And we would definitely want to link together issues and Confluence pages and maybe anything else, maybe stuff from outside JIRA. Or Atlassian ecosystem, and bring it all together. But that's like far away from now.
Yeah.
That's our vision for.
What is your impression of Atlassian Cloud? Like Atlassian is screaming a lot on how important this is and how much this grows. Actually, for our customers in Germany, I don't see that growth, and for revenue-wise, I don't see either. I would assume that people like you could benefit from that, but do you see customers asking you, can you have Structure in the cloud? Do you get this conversation often?
I couldn't.
Like from customers, not from Atlassian?
Not from Atlassian. We hear that from the customers.
Okay.
They ask for structure in the cloud. Of course, there's always the question, revenue-wise, as you said, how much would it make sense to go there? I think the answer is yes. So we are growing. We are currently a 20 people company. As soon as we grow a little bit bigger, then we'll have the resources.
You'll do the investment.
Not really. We're doing organic growth. So so we will be able to invest into going to cloud. I think that's.
Is it that would it be possible to produce that as a cloud solution already, or are you waiting for Atlassian to offer more API points? So is it them waiting for you to do that, or is it rather you waiting for them to offer more capability so that you could do that?
I think something could be done already. I think the APIs there are. I don't have first-hand experience. Our team doesn't have first-hand experience. So, from my understanding, the API is pretty mature, but there's still a lot of room to grow there. So I think that when we are ready, we are waiting for the resources to be available, and we're ready. When we start, we'll definitely be able to do something. So then we'll have more requests to that Atlassian and give us more.
So it's more them waiting on you. Okay. So I'm excited to see this happen. I think there's a very good set of use cases that I could imagine with our customers. To intertwine Confluence and JIRA more. Thank you so much for this investment. You're pretty near to, let's say, core requirements here. Do you fear that Atlassian could copy that and then your plugin could become obsolete?
Not really, because when we first released Structure in 2011, they used to say, "Hey, are you afraid that Atlassian will just go and implement that infamous feature request have some task?"
It's one of the most voted, the oldest, the most screaming, and
that's actually what gave the initial idea. Like, why don't we do this as a plugin? Right. So 5 years have passed, and they are not going to do that. So they have
And they officially announced that they will not put this structure in JIRA, right?
They didn't commit to never doing that, but they are.
But they want JIRA to become easier to use, and your plugin gives me more ways, more power. And also more complexity, right? So
exactly, yeah. It's like another layer on top of JIRA. So even if Atlassian did something for the hierarchy in JIRA core, there will still be a lot of use cases for structure because it's a different approach. Right? And it's different entities like that. You work with different things. And I think the same with Structure.Pages.
I'm very excited to get my hands on this. Is it available on the marketplace already?
Yes.
So I'm simply searching for JIRA Structure, install it, and I search for JIRA Pages. Structure.Pages, sorry. And then I'll have to do some steps to do this.
There's an instruction for the admin. You need to be admin on both JIRA and Confluence to install all things correctly. But then after that, all users can create structures.
Cool.
Can mix together Structure.Pages and bring together this.
Igor, thank you so much for the session.
Martin, it's my pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you.